Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Love, Peace, and Unity ceremony with myself, Tanis Coughlin from Twillo Lifestyle Community, Twillo Lifestyle Academy. Above me is Jennifer Tchaikovsky. Hey, Jen.
Hi. So excited for today.
And beside Jen, we have Mark Tackman. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
And below Mark, we have Jacqueline Richards. Hey, Jack.
Good day, good evening, good morning.
So, how is everyone doing today? I know we've got a few people in the audience. So, if you want to just say hello and welcome, we wish you all welcome here. And hello, Sylvia. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
And we have Patricia.
Oh, hello.
And we have Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary. Awesome. Us too, Sylvia. Always a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we are going to ask Jacqueline to start us off, please.
And I will say, we bring you an inspiring ceremony centered around today, this love, this peace, and unity is a pathway to the world's harmony. A profound event we have for you that seeks to plant the seeds of global harmony. This ceremony reminds us that the world's peace begins with love, begins with kindness, begins with passion for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mark, would you like to share why we decided to do this ceremony tonight, please?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think Jacqueline actually covered it pretty well in her opening speech there. But yeah, just to get together and try and spread love and positive messaging and bringing light to areas that need it. Everybody knows there's a lot of tension and stuff in the world right now. So through love and understanding and leaving space open for people, I think we can make the world a better place for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you. And so we thought we might like to introduce some tools tonight if you are interested in bringing some into the circle for our ceremony. So I have a couple of suggestions that I thought I would share. So if you'd like to grab some crystals, there's rose quartz, aventurine, and moonstone, as well as rhodonite for love. For peace, things like larimar, blue lace agate, selenite, amethyst. And crystals for unity, something like emerald, prehnite, green calcite, or halite. Now, I also thought it might be fun if you had some essential oils that you might like to add, something like rose or jasmine for love, for peace, patchouli and lavender, or for unity, some of the sacred sandalwood and frankincense. So if you have those, we'll give you a sec. Run and get them now. Meanwhile, Jen, why don't you share why we decided to do this evening?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are really covering it quite well, but the idea, of where the world is right now. And, of course, the songs come to my mind, but what the world needs now is love, sweet love, right? And we really do need to be able to harness that loving energy to keep ourselves connected and to really be a one people. And I think that this is an important kind of process of coming together and intentionally putting that energy into the world.
It's funny, when I was meditating earlier, this little light of mine kept going through my head in its different iterations, right? This little light of mine, this little heart of mine.
Mm-hmm.
That kept going through my head. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think that was the guides telling us something, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Sylvia has a question about, will this be accessible after? And yes, it should be on Facebook and
yeah,
YouTube, right?
I can put it up after, yeah, on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
On Facebook. That list, we can type it in later, I guess. But I don't know that I can post the pictures on YouTube. So, but I will. I'll post them on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if in the chat we can or not. I guess I don't know. I've never tried to put a picture in a YouTube chat, so that'll be a new.
I have not either. So we'll see. The very least, I will post them on Facebook for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've given you a few minutes there. I'm going to go ahead and open the ceremony now. And so we invoke a circle of light to surround us for this beautiful ceremony of love, peace, and unity. We call upon Archangel Michael to bring down his tube of light in this lifetime and all lifetimes, all planetary systems and all solar systems, all alternate realities and all parallel realities, all alternate universes and all parallel universes, as well as all source systems in this time and all times. Michael, please use your sword of light to clear us of all foreign energies, all thought forms and beings, and when we are clear, please escort those energies to the highest dimension to be transmuted to the highest form of light. Please close up our auras to all beings except that of our higher self, God consciousness, our guides and guardians, and beings of love and light. So be it, and so it is. Mark, can you please call in the 4 directions?
Sure thing. So I'd like to call upon the East, welcome the East, the element of air. The East supports and cleanses and brings the morning light. We ask the element of air to bring light to all beings. Call upon and welcome the South, the element of fire. The South burns away impurities and illnesses, leaving us tempered and strong. We ask the element of fire to burn away ignorance and hate. Call upon the West, and welcome the West, the element of water. The West heals and supports, easing the pain of the soul and body. We ask the element of water to heal and support anyone in need. We call upon and welcome the North, the element of the earth. The earth grounds and supports and nurtures us, bringing us back to health. We ask the element of earth to ground everyone in love and compassion for all living things. Call upon the great goddess, Gaia, mother of all, healer and nurturer. We call upon the great God, source, father of us all, guardian and guide. We are gathered here today to bring healing to all corners of the earth and all people, the collective energy, and I ask that all energy today be used for the greater good.
Okay. I call upon the hierarchy of light and the Galactic Federation of Light to come down and be with us for this ceremony. Jen, would you like to share a prayer with us, please? You're on mute, Jen.
I said, sure. I think my internet just cut out because at the
Oh no.
it's the end of it. But I'm glad that it went through. I was thinking, oh no, is this happening to everybody? I'm glad it was just me. Yeah. So I'm gonna share a prayer for an intention for this ceremony. So, oh Creator, Father, Mother of the Cosmos, bring forth all things in unity. Your one light, breath, and vibration is within all you've given life. Focus your light within us. Let it be the center on which our life turns. Make our light useful. Make us rays of your beacon to find our way home. Create your reign of unity now. Raise our vibration to your tone. Awaken a divine cooperation within us. as you help us to align our desires to your one desire. As we find our love in your universal love, we reach out with unity to embrace all of creation, harmonizing the world to your vibration of oneness and love. Foster within us sustained nourishment, providing all that we need for our bodies, mind, and spirits. Loose the cords of mistakes that bind us as we release the strands of blame, shame, and other emotions that we hold of others. Guide us to remembering where the shackles of forgetfulness and the desires for temporal things have no power to restrain us from our purpose. Your way is the way of love, of peace, of unity, and of oneness. Your way holds the power to transform. Your vibration is the song of our souls that paints the vibrant and beautiful artwork of being. May this truth be the foundation in which all of our actions take root and grow. So be it. So it is.
So be it. So it is. And I know we picked out some beautiful passages from books that you have. Do you want to tell us a little bit about those as well? And I'm actually going to put you on the big screen because you've got a couple here to share.
Sure. Although you're going to just see me reading, but that's okay. So I'm going to share with us. The book that I'm going to share from is You Are the Medicine. Okay. And this is a beautiful book with different moon ceremonies. And the ceremony that I'm going to share actually is, let me get to that page, is for the strawberry moon. And we chose this moon not because it is right now, but because the energy of this moon allows us to release anything that we're carrying so that we can go into spreading love, peace, and unity, having cleared everything that we might be carrying. And so with this ceremony, the animal spirit is the Canadian goose. And so I'm going to share just a little snippet about the Canadian goose before we go ahead and do the ceremony. So it says, the animal spirit that best represents this moon is the Canadian goose. Okay, with their medicine of community, leadership, cooperation, allyship, and the sacred circle. Canada Goose moves with us through this phase to remind us that the best way to move through life is with teamwork. We never leave behind those who are weak or sick. We stand behind them and support them along the journey. Canada Goose teaches us about fellowship and kinship. They ask us to lean on each other when needed and to take turns in leadership roles. Everyone is honored with loyalty and devotion in the sacred circle, according to Canada Goose spirit. It teaches us that you belong, no matter who you are. We open our hearts, we practice uplifting those who need it, and we remember that we can fly farther together. Okay.
We could learn a lot from our Canadian geese.
Most definitely. So as the first kind of phase of this, we're going to do a short medicine journey about collective repair. So just ask everybody to make sure you're comfortable. You can rest your eyes or close them. Take a deep breath. Ground in. Plant your feet firmly upon the floor and envision the earth securely holding you. Take a moment to place your hands upon your heart and remind yourself that you are safe to feel all that is rising within. Offer yourself compassion for anything you didn't know before or the mistakes you may have made. We now call on the Canada Goose to surround us with divine healing. Envision hundreds of beautiful birds flapping their enormous wings around you. They lift any shame, blame, or other emotions that need to go. A medicine person steps forward, holding a goose feather in their hands. They place this over your heart center and ask, Where might you have unknowingly caused harm with your practices? Let anything that you may have pushed down rise. Feel your hands on your heart and speak your intention to make repair. What do you now know that you didn't before? Let anything rise that you did not have a deeper understanding of. Feel your hands on your heart and speak your intention to make repair. The wind picks up all around you and swirls you into a sacred circle filled with all guides, teachings, medicines, ceremonies, tools, and rituals that carry in your mind and heart. How can you make repairs today in your life and in the lives of those you love and care about? Is there any repair that you need to make in your communities and beyond? Set this intention and send it to the geese. And they will take this and offer uplifting and healing energy to all who need it today. You are the medicine. When you're ready, take a deep breath. Come on back in, hands on your heart, and make a commitment for how you will journey into this world moving forward.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jen.
We'll just wrap up with the Canadian Goose Medicine Invocation. I just want to give everybody a moment to allow that to ground in. If there's any release that still needs to happen, just to let that go. Here we go, the invocation. Dearest Canada Goose, I invite you to help me stay rooted in my heart and open it to the liberation for all. Help me to see that all my relations are worthy of my love and care. Remind me what true community and brave spaces look like. I am open to listening and learning about ways that I can do better. Continue to show me the vision of a world where there is equity and harmony for all. Help me move this love into action every single day.
So be it, and so it is. While we're in this Zen place, I'd like to take you on a short journey, more of a meditation that we can send love and healing out to the world. I have a lot of people ask me, I should be doing more. Like, can I do more? Well, you can send love out anytime to the world. And so we're going to do that now in the form of meditation. So before we start, I want you to think about a time when you felt incredible love, that overwhelming kind of love. Okay? We're going to start with that, and we'll bring in source light, bring up some earth energy, and then spread. All right? So please join me. Close your eyes. Taking 3 big deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Thinking about that time when you felt incredible love. Maybe it's with family, with a child, or with your mother, father. Maybe it's with your best friends, your community. Maybe it was a quiet, intimate moment. Maybe it was a beautiful ceremony. Time when you felt love. I ask you to bring source energy down through your crown chakra, the top of your head, down through the third eye, down through the throat, down through the heart, down through the solar plexus, down through your sacral, just above your belly button, all the way down to your root, down through the feet, creating roots that go deep into the earth. They go all the way down, winding around a beautiful tree root or a rock, as they continue all the way down to the crystalline core. Wrap those roots around the crystalline core. And as you take some more deep breaths, pull that energy up from the crystalline core, up through those roots, up through the feet, through the root chakra, and the sacral, up through the solar plexus, through the heart, up through the throat, and the third eye, all the way up to source. And I just want you to focus on the heart chakra, bringing the consciousness into that heart space, pulling in energy until your heart space is full of light. When your heart space is full, send that love into your aura so that you are surrounded by that beautiful vibration of love, filling your layers of your aura. Now, as we continue to source energy, bringing it down through the crown into that heart space, we're going to expand that bubble of love, not just in our aura, all the way out to everyone around in your house, apartment building, dwelling. And we're going to source more light from source, bringing it down into the heart space and expanding that field further to encompass your whole block. Sending love and light to all who dwell there. As we take another breath and source more light, bringing it into our heart space, we expand that field even further to encompass the whole city where you might be. We intend for it to go to all who are willing to receive. And as we breathe in again, sourcing more light, increasing that bubble or that field of love. Having it encompass the whole province or state of where you are. Feeling the love as it expands. Source energy is infinite, and we can channel far and wide. As we bring that source light down some more into our heart space, and we send it out into our field, expanding that field even further to the entire country of where you are. Sending love and light to all who are in need and willing to receive. And as we pull in more light and expand it further, we're encompassing the whole continent of where you are. Sending to all in need that are willing to receive. Bringing down more light, expanding the field of love. And we send it out this time to the entire world. All of planet Earth, with all its inhabitants, all the species that inhabit here. Sending love and light to all in need that are willing to receive. And we take one more big breath, bringing down lots of source, remembering that vibration of love, that moment when you felt pure love, filling up the heart space, letting it expand your field more and more, all the way to the galaxy and beyond. And we offer all within this field love, light, compassion, and kindness. And take a moment to let that spread. When you're ready, you can take 3 big deep breaths. Allow yourself to ground the energy. Send any of the excess energy down into Mother Gaia, for she supports us and transmutes energy to help us. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I want to offer you all thanks for sharing your beautiful love and energy with us for this ceremony. As we sort of come back to our everyday reality, thank you, Sylvia. Beings of light and love surround this entire planet. Absolutely. Mark, would you like to maybe speak to a few things about how we can bring some love into our everyday lives? I think we can maybe have this as a discussion too.
100%. Yeah, I find for myself, it's the simple things that can make an impact. Sometimes people get over focused on grand gestures and easy things like just listening to somebody when they're speaking to you, holding space for someone that's having a bad day or going through emotional turmoil, whether you can relate to it specifically, but understanding how that's affecting them, and just being there for them. Telling somebody you love them, whether that's a family member, a friend, or even a complete stranger. If people can spread anger and hate for no reason, there's no reason that you can't tell somebody you love them for that you don't really know either, right? And so other things like if somebody is reacting to you in a negative or hostile way in public, instead of returning that in that fashion, returning with positivity and some love and light towards them, understanding that maybe they're having a rough day or, we can't always know what's going on in somebody's life, but brought them to that point. There's just lots of simple little things you can do for people. So I think if you start every day off with gratitude for the things you have in your life, if it's something as simple as the sun coming up in the morning, the fact that you made it out of bed, maybe you have a roof over your head and people who love you, and try and share that. Take a minute, like we did here, to spread love around, and really key things that you can do just to help share that light and that love, and hopefully bring more understanding and to everybody out there.
Absolutely, thank you. So let's hear from the audience. What kind of things do you do, or could you do, to make somebody's day? I always like the pay it forward in the drive-through. I always think that's a fun one because it's like a surprise too. Send love, hugs, and hugs. We've got lots of amazing people on tonight. Lots of gratitude. Hug people who need it. A smile saying hello, thank you.
Yeah.
Especially to those in customer service. Yes, very
Mhm.
true. Any suggestions, Jen or Jack?
Yeah, I always love it when we're out somewhere and you see somebody and you're just drawn to something about them. Actually, take the moment to go and share what's being pulled from you, right? To share what you're seeing in them, because we don't always see in ourselves the beauty that others see in us. And so being able to, walk up to somebody and go, "You have an amazing smile," right? And to just be able to bring that out even more. Um, I will watch even my eldest do that. He's gotten much bolder and being able to, go out and just express that and the way that everybody lights up and being able to watch that, right? So just being able to facilitate that smile is an amazing thing.
Beautiful gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting you say that. I believe that it's a forgotten skill to open the door for someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a forgotten skill to write a letter, a thank you letter. It's been so long letter. It's been. Um, I know I look forward to getting my little notes when my family goes on vacation, and they say, "Oh, wish you were here." I wish I was there too.
But
It's those rituals.
even
Yeah,
sending people messages on Facebook or something too, right? When you haven't seen them for a while, just a
Mm-hmm.
little message saying, "Thinking about you.
yeah, yeah.
Hope all is well."
Mm-hmm.
Smile and always thank people for helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And we have Lori. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
We have Lisa here as well. She's new. She's new here, she says.
Hello.
Welcome, Lisa.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
So I
something
think, go ahead.
just going to say, sometimes we don't really have to do anything to just be there.
Mm-hmm.
To
Hold
just
space.
be present and hold that space can be a beautiful way to bring love, peace, and unity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. It's a universal truth just to allow. Silence is golden, and that so often binds us. Just allow us just to be. It's universal law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. And show compassion to someone who's struggling, right? You see those videos on YouTube with people and someone's like struggling with a package or something and everybody like walks by them or kicks the package or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
help those around you.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. But I think it's Nelson Mandela. I'd have to check, but be the change you want to see in the world. Right? That love that you want to see, be that.
Mm-hmm. And let's face it, we're not always going to feel like that. But that's when we need to do it the most, right?
First
We
Mm-hmm.
need
amen.
reminding sometimes, but that's when we need to do it the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shem. Love and light to you too.
It's so true. I mean, if you're not feeling great, if you're going through something, do something kind for somebody else, and it really does lift your spirit.
It does. And it makes a huge difference for
It's
that person.
Mm-hmm.
So, does anybody else in our chat have anything they'd like to share before we go ahead and say good evening, I guess? I guess one thing I'd like to share is also an aspect of this is each and every one of us experience love in a different way. So it means different things to different people. So in your community, find out what love language those around you have. Then you're figuring out how to express that love to them. How do they receive it the best way? And letting people know what your love language is as well.
What a great opportunity to ask. Why not, again, another lost art? Why wouldn't I just ask? If I don't know, when I ask, what an amazing conversation that would be. And it starts with, I'm not sure, I don't know. Let me tell you. And then take the time. Take the time.
Absolutely.
I love the I don't know, right? Because how often do we connect with how we truly feel loved, right? And if we're receiving love, but it's not in the way that we feel it, it's such an important thing to be able to understand both what ours is, but also that the other is trying to show that love, right? In a way that resonates for them. And so we have to be able to talk through that. I think that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes knowing that that's that person's love language and they're doing something for you in their love language is a beautiful gift. So if we can understand that that's how they're showing love to you by doing that, that just deepens the bonds. And Fogo Pogo or Kaylee says, we share love by sharing our gifts too, be it our time, baking, drawing, writing, etc.
Interesting. I got a call from my neighbor who said, I know you go out for walks really early in the morning, but do you go for walks in the evening? Absolutely, I do. Well, do you mind sharing that time with me? Can we go out around 6:30? Would that be all right if we just took a walk? We don't have to talk. We don't have to talk about anything. I would just like to share a walk with you.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. It is.
Holding space for each other.
Yeah.
Oop, I get chills on that one.
Well, it's just sharing humanity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's social, it's personal, and it becomes not about differences. It's about everything's the same because we're all one. And that's why we're here. We're united in this space.
Yeah, when we were talking about a topic, we wanted to bring in love. We know peace is something the world needs, but unity and that oneness came up in our conversation. So. Walks with friends are great, human or furry, or both. Yes, exactly. We are love. We are unity and we are abundance.
Isn't that interesting, that word abundance? How often do we use that? In what way do we use abundance? I know for me, abundance is about my family. It's the abundance of love, the abundance of sharing. How do we use that word abundance when it comes to unity, peace, or love, or all of the above?
Yeah. People think abundance is just about prosperity.
Yeah.
But it's not, right? We have an abundance of love in the room tonight.
We do.
Every day, everywhere, all around us.
Yeah. And the more abundantly we can feel that love, the more connected we are. Right?
Yeah.
And the more peace we want to manifest.
Yeah. Absolutely, each and every one of us has light and love within them, right? I don't care what the person says, they have light and love within them. might be very small and it's hiding, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big thing is just taking time to recognize where you do have that coming from in your life. Because I think a lot of people get mind trapped into focusing on maybe negative things, and that's not saying that nothing negative happens in your life, of course, and it's important to acknowledge that and take some space and time for it, but also taking the time to recognize all the great things and where you do have the love coming into your life, and that makes a huge difference if you can take the time to see that and feel that, and then it draws more in as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. Draw more in. Appreciate that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The more you are grateful for it and that you put out, the more it draws in. So it's good all the way around. It's a good circle to get into. So,
Well, that's kind of like that infinity loop, right?
mm-hmm.
Isn't that what we? Sorry, isn't that what we teach children? You got to be nice to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We seem to sometimes we forget that as adults, I think.
Yeah.
We get caught up in our fear, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and what we hold space for within us is what we see in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so if we hold space for that love and that kindness, even though things do happen, we're going to have more experiences of love and kindness. Because that's what we hold space for. We are creator beings. So whatever we've got going on in there is what we are putting into the world. Right? And so the more that we can hold that space for love, peace, and unity, I mean, that's really where our superpower lies, to be able to put that into the world through that creator energy.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, these are good. So we have the golden rule. Yeah. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. And Laurie says, I've noticed more kindness being shown to others lately. Interesting that it has been at the grocery store this holiday season. Oh, that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Beautiful.
I'm reminded of Rumi, because I always am. It's such a simple quote, but exhale only love.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the shift, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And in the shift, we have waves that come in, and we just need to ride our waves.
Mm-hmm.
yes, we do. And there could be beautiful waves that we're riding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly, we could look at it like that.
Right.
I prefer to look at it like that. Beautiful waves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think we can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
There's many rides today and this week.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to hear about the transits this week, we have another one coming in tomorrow, I believe. Jen shared that on Twillo Talk on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a listen real quick?
Yeah. Every Monday on Twillo Talk, we share the transits. And it's interesting when we talk about this idea of love, peace, and unity, when we understand the collective energies and the waves that we're all riding, we really have the ability to have unity because we recognize we're all on this wave together. And when we realize that that wave is just something that somebody's going through and it's how it's impacting them, we can have peace because we're not taking it personally, then we can have compassion, and that brings out love for ourselves and for those around us, because we really are all in this together.
There's that quote, right? I think it's Rumi, or maybe not Rumi.
Ram Dass, I think, is the one.
Ram Dass. You're just walking each other home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I quote that.
Well, isn't that the power of the collective? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, community is key, right? Being in community and sharing that community is. Well, I'm blessed. I'm totally in gratitude every day for community. Beautiful. Final thoughts, Mark?
It just keeps, I don't know, it's just what I think about a lot is just, again, speaking that positivity and love into your life through gratitude. If it's something you struggle with, even if you don't believe yourself out of the gate, just tell yourself anyways. The more you tell yourself and you reinforce that within yourself, the more it'll grow and the more you're able to share, which is the best part of it. So, yeah.
Awesome. Here's another quote too. If you have a spark in your heart, you'll find your way home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline, any final thoughts?
We haven't touched on healing, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not just outside. When you asked us to take our energy out beyond our community, beyond our continent, beyond,
Mm-hmm.
I knew that we chose to also heal ourselves within, so that we could spark upon what our peace felt like and how we could offer, what our love felt like and how we could offer it. We needed to heal internal to be able to offer externally. And I think when we go for walks together, talks together, find the silence, I think that's my part, certainly, for healing, to heal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ripple
Well,
effect, you know.
and healing is that learning journey, right? Getting to know ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, what are your thoughts?
Well, I love that you brought that in, Jack, because that was the original work that we did tonight, is to really bring that healing in so that we could spread that love. And it is, a cycle, as we've been talking about. We're going to go through that process. And we need to continue to give ourselves compassion and be peaceful with ourselves and be united within, right? To have that love just as much as we need to share it and spread it. And I have several quotes that I really love, right? But know thyself, and to thine own self be true. And what does that truly mean, right? Getting beyond all of the thoughts, all the feelings, all the preconceptions, all of the things that we think we are, and truly knowing that we are indeed love, peace, and unity in our essence.
Absolutely. And I think that the Ho'oponopono is a great way to get you there. So the healing mantra, right? It's done a couple of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's a magical practice that can transform energy in your relationships and within yourself.
Beautiful.
So we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight,
Mm-hmm.
for lending us your love, for lending us your energy, your spirit, for uniting with us for peace and love. And we send it all back. All love, all of the stuff, all the love and energy you gave us, we send it all back to you as well. Tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
We wish you tons of love. And we're going to do our signature thing. Do the magic hearts, Jen. Do the magic hearts. Lots of love.
Here we go.
Nice.
See you again soon.